I'm giving the floor to Hryhorii Melnychuk, state experts from the Directorate of Spatial Planning of the Ministry of Development of Territories and Infrastructure. With your permission, I will tell you like this. So, as previous speakers said, at the moment we are going through substantial changes in the format of urban development documentation. In fact, the form which existed until recently and the way this documentation was developed for 10 years was the results of the reform of 2011, when the law on the regulation of urban development activities was adopted. There were many changes, but the system existed for quite a long time. But it didn't meet completely those challenges and tasks which were caused by a number of process of reforms, decentralization, digitalization, combating corruption, improving the quality of life. So, as a result, the law 711 was adopted, which consists of four major components about documentation. First, implementation of comprehensive plans for communities, digitalization through geospatial data. It's not just the vector drawings, but geodata. Integration into the system of land management, and often the functional task of the documentation was different in different cases. So in 2020 the law was adopted, and then we developed a whole system of bylaws in 2022 with the beginning of full-scale invasion. In the spring, the ministry participated in drafting the law. So the law 2254 was adopted in May, according to which changes were introduced into the law and regulation, program of comprehensive restoration, and they continued the transition period, prolonged transition period till the 1st of January 2025.
By that date, we still can develop documents on the old standards and old drawings, but according to a new procedure. We are also working now on developing interaction between spatial, strategic planning, so that our documents would be supporting the building of newly formed communities. And on the other hand, there's comprehensive city building, which used to exist in the shape of general plan, a master plan. Currently, we are actually implementing the reform in this sphere. Comprehensive recovery is based on a legal framework. The first set of programs are already being prepared, and more than 130 communities are now working on the development of those documents. We are implementing city building Cadastre, and more than 20 territorial communities have tenders ongoing. As regards the digital documents, we've switched from legal framework to practical issues. First of all, We understand that city documentation is not about houses. It's about regulatory issues rather than project-based one. This is a system of legal basis which is necessary for the elaboration of city building documents at the local level. It includes laws, a number of bylaws and decrees. Then it is integrated with a resolution 926. I can tell you a lot about the comprehensive plan, but basically we're talking about single set of documents which will be kind of a master plan. And finally, how will the drafting of these documents, what will it look like? Very important here is to have a single register of buildings and administrative and territorial units. We're working now with many other stakeholders to align our databases so that the drafters of documents would have as much data of geospatial character as possible. Setting the tasks is an important issue in our work because previously the cities wanted to develop a master plan, but they didn't know what should be included in there. And then the developers would create something and it looked like general plan exists, but it does not promote the development of the city. Therefore, there are very rigid requirements for the stakeholders at this stage of the formation of tasks. It can be a concept of spatial development or the procedure of forming the tasks through strategic sessions. And basically scores of communities have already gone through this procedure, and this impacts the quality of documents a lot. The third phase is the formation of digital city building model. This is a current state combined with geospatial data and many things which existed for decades among the construction norms and rules have been digitalized and become comprehensive in their nature, because when we speak about the spatial planning, micro districts, street and linear and hub structure of streets, we can have it all in a comprehensive shape and to work with data comprehensively. The final point is the formation of project solutions with the help of a digital model of the current state. We can monitor and follow the adherence to construction norms and construction requirements and so on. So basically we are moving towards making the processes of document drafting totally automated, and we link the city documentation with the further future programs of social and economic development. In resolution 926 there's a list of solutions which should be laid down in the basis for future social and economic development plan. Thank you very much.